Hey there, YouTube, it's Gundude73, making another episode of Knife Talk, and today I'll be talking about bayonets. Now, really, in my opinion, bayonets are separate from knives. I mean, they're obviously similar, they're close cousins, in my opinion, and if, like, for me, most of my knife interests revolve around folders, and not, like, my fixed blades are more, like, survival knives, maybe a combat knife here or there, and I say that's a loose term too. But this is one of only two bayonets I have, and I don't buy bayonets willy nilly. Like some people will just, oh, I have a Mauser bayonet, but they don't have a Mauser. The two bayonets I have are the two rifles I have that can hold a bayonet. And this is probably my favorite one. This thing is nearly 100 years old. It was made in 1917, and as you can see by the mark right there, the stamp, and it was a Remington. And on this side you can see the flaming ordnance bomb and the U.S. stamp. And particularly this knife, this thing is long, has like a 17-inch blade. It can't even fit all the way in frame. It dwarfs my BK9. I'm going to come off the tripod in a second here, just to show you guys how massive this thing is. Remember my loose term for tripod. So you can see how gigantic that thing is. I think it has like a 17-inch blade. So it's huge. And, I mean, I bought it as a collection piece, because I don't have a P1917, which is the American, otherwise known as the American Enfield. I have the P1914, which it's an interesting rifle because it was built for the British by Remington and a few other companies prior to the U.S. involvement in World War I, because the British were short on rifles. They were like, hey, America, can you make us some guns? And America was like, hey, sure, we're not fighting. We'll make you some guns. And then, that's how they had the P1914. Great rifle. I like shooting it a lot. Really easy to shoot. I could do a video on it if you guys want. But, that's how they had the P1917. When the U.S. came into the war, same problem. We were short on rifles. We didn't have enough Springfields, so we had the P1917. So even like, in the movie like Sergeant York, if you guys seen that great movie with, I think, Gary Cooper. Really, it's an awesome movie, though, about World War I. But in the movie, he used a Springfield, but in actuality, he used the P1917. So this bayonet is for the 17. When this thing is fixed to my rifle, the whole thing is nearly as tall as I am. I'm like 6'2". So I mean, I couldn't imagine charging headlong into like German trenches through no man's land with this on the end of my rifle, just saying. So, I guess the whole thing I was getting at is I view bayonets as more of a collector's piece kind of item, like to me, this is history. And I like this, it's it was used, I should say, I haven't used it at all. Has some nicks and dings in the edge, has a long, fuller blood groove. In this case, it'd probably be a blood groove, because if you were to skewer somebody with this, I mean, the thing is crazy. I mean, this thing is insane. I bought this before I was interested in knives. And it was like, at the time, the most expensive thing I ever bought. But, if I'm going to buy a knife nowadays for like outdoors use, I'll take my BK9. It's new, has a warranty, it's not a piece of history or anything. Some people will go out there and they'll buy like, I don't know, like a $20, Swedish bayonet, and that'll be like their outdoors knife. Really, bayonets aren't really designed for cutting. They're designed for, shish kebabbing the bad guy. That's basically what they're for, And the best example of that kind of bayonet would be like a Mosin Nagant bayonet, which I have one, but I don't feel like digging it out for my Mosin. And I could do a video on that if you guys want to. Gun Dude actually doing a video on guns. Who would have thought, right? But basically, I view bayonets as a collector's piece. Some people use them. I don't. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. taking a look at this. I've shown it in like a collection video once or twice, but it hasn't really been busted out into its own video. It's just a really nice piece of American history, in my opinion, you know. And then the sheath is interesting. It's like a combination of metal and leather. Like this middle part is leather, and it smells really nice, you know. Like if you were to imagine, if you walk into a surplus store and like old leather, really old leather, it's like that kind of smell. So and the nice thing too is whoa, sorry about that. Once it's in, it's not coming out. It has like 2 springs in here that keep it closed. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.